on your mat. If you find a cross-legged pose, Sukhasana, or even bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, try to start in any posture that feels comfortable for your body. You can close your eyes and take a big breath in through your nostrils. And with your exhalation, try to empty your mind, let go of the day, and allow your body to rock and sway side to side. If your hips are feeling really cranky, or if you're just feeling like you'd like a little bit of extra support in your practice, you can use yoga blocks under your legs. Maybe you use a rolled up blanket or pillows, whatever you have around the house. And try to just let your body rock and move freely. There's no right way or wrong way to move. Try not to think about how you're moving. Close your eyes, bring your consciousness inwards, and allow your body to lead you and guide you. Try to connect to that inner voice, that inner guide. What is your body needing tonight? What is it craving? What is it calling for? With your next breath in, we'll just find a tall, neutral spine. We're going to extend our left leg forward. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Again, if you're needing a little bit of support under the right leg, you can put a block under here or a pillow, whatever you're needing. You can give your foot a little massage. You can roll your right ankle. Maybe close your eyes here. You can press into the bottom of your feet or the pads of your toes. Notice how the foot is feeling. Try to let your shoulders soften. Start to notice your legs and your hips, your foundation that you're resting upon. Try to let the weight of your body ground down evenly over both of your sits bones. Notice the sits bones. Those are the ischial tuberosities. You can rock back and forth a few times just to bring awareness to those bones through the seat. Let those bones soften firmly into the earth. Take a breath in, energize your spine, sit tall. We're going to start to bend our left knee. We're going to bring our left thigh up, bringing the right leg closer to our chest. You can take your hands down to the mat. Flex your right foot. Press through your palms. Try to open up your chest. Hug your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Feel a sense of buoyancy or lift through your heart and through the top of your head. Take another breath in here. Exhale with a sigh. Extend your left leg. Press your left heel forward. We're going to step our right foot to the outside of our left leg. Hug your ankle into the leg. Press your leg into the ankle. Sit tall. Ground down evenly through your sits bones. Try to feel the top of your head gently floating itself up to touch the sky. Energize your spine, and with your exhalation, spiral your heart to the right. Turn your gaze or drishti over your right shoulder if it feels comfortable for you. Try to do a little bit of yoga for the eyes. Bring your eyes to the furthest edge of your field of vision, bringing them all the way over to the right and gaze up. Keep lifting up through the top of your head and grounding down through your hips. With every breath in, your spine energizes and lengthens. And with your exhalation, let your body wrap or spiral around the axis of your spine. Let's come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana. Sigh out through your mouth. Soften your legs. Sit tall. Try to make more space between your ears and your shoulders. And now rock. You can pretend you're like a blade of grass blowing in the wind. Or maybe you pretend you're like a buoy bobbing over the surface of the water. Sometimes rocking can be very soothing. If you've had a stressful day or a stressful week, try to ease yourself or lull yourself into a place that feels more calm and peaceful for you. Good job. All right, guys. So with our next breath in, we're going to start to slide our right leg forward, and we're going to over the top of our right thigh. Keep your right leg, that's your extended leg, active by flexing the foot. Pull your toes to your shins, sit tall. You can rock a little bit from side to side just to bring awareness into your seat and into your foundation. Let your shoulders soften away from the ears. Connect to your breath. Start to bend your right knee. Bring your right thigh towards your chest. The closer we bring our heart to our shin, the more stretch you feel through the IT bands. You can take your hands to the mat with the fingers facing forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your spine. Close your eyes, soften your face. With your mouth closed, your teeth are gently parted. Soften your tongue, let it rest at the bottom of your mouth. Start to slide your right leg forward, flex the right foot, and step your left leg to the outside of the right leg. Sit tall, ground down evenly through your sits bones. Breathe in, energize your spine. Exhale, spiral your heart to the left. You can tent your left hand behind your sacrum for support and stability. Try to visualize your spine as a ribbon of energy. So your hip bones are plugged into the earth. The crown of your head is pulling up to touch the sun. Your body is wrapping around the spine. Stay active all the way out to the right hand. Your fingers are active and pressing together. Center. We're going to take our legs into a straddle. So the kneecaps are facing up. Sit up tall. We'll take our hands in front of us. With your exhalation, start to walk your hands forward. You can keep your feet flexed for right now. Try to think about your spine as an infinite line of energy. So the crown of your head is moving forward and up, and the tailbone is pulling back and down. So even though we're folding forward, we're keeping our spine long and energized. Let's point our toes. You can flex. Over to the right leg. Left hip or left sits bone grounded firmly into the mat. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Look up at the left hand. Wrap it around our back. Roll your left shoulder back. See if you can grab a hold of the right hip with it. Turn your gaze up and over your left shoulder. Continue to let your spine lengthen in one long continuous line. Both of your sits bones are evenly rooted into the mat. Let's lift up to center. Exhale, forward fold, walk your hands forward. And now we're going to walk hand over hand to our left leg. Try to spiral your heart towards your left knee. Keep both of your sits bones evenly grounded on the earth. I'm kind of playing around with my feet. I'm varying, pointing my toes and flexing the feet. You can do whatever feels good for you. Let's sweep our right arm up. You can look up at the right hand. The right arm behind us. Roll the right shoulder back. See if you can grab your left hip. That's the opposite hip. And turn your gaze up and over the right shoulder. Try to keep your belly muscles strong by lifting your pelvic floor and pulling your belly button in and up to your spine. Let's lift back up to center. We're going to bring our legs together and roll ourselves forward to all fours, tabletop pose. Take a few rounds of cat-cow here. So we want to make sure that we're stacking the bones of the body on top of each other. Your hips are stacked over your knees are hips distance apart. Your hands are shoulders distance apart. Your palms are wide, your fingers are fanned wide apart, and your shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Lift up your pelvic floor. Pull your belly button in and up to your spine and wrap the low ribs in towards each other. With your next exhalation, push the earth away from you through your palms, lift around your spine. drop your spine down, lift your tailbone up, squeeze the shoulder blades together to open your heart. Move back and forth. Cat pose, your spine is in flexion, the shoulder blades or scapulas melt away from each other. Inhale, lengthen your spine by dropping it down and opening your heart. You can start to imagine that your spine is growing out through the top of your head so that you can start to lift your head up with your inhalations to deepen the amount of back bend you feel. And with your exhalations, tuck your chin into your heart. Inhale to a neutral spine. Make a few barrel rolls with your wrists. Make a few barrel rolls with your hips. You can pretend that you're drawing a circle on the wall behind you with your tailbone. So just start with small circles, and then we'll gradually let our circles get bigger and bigger. We're going to find our full range of motion. Calls for it, just change the direction. Start small. And we'll gradually let our hips go further and further away. Breath in. Come back to center. Step your knees to the edges of the mat. Take your big toes together, and then we'll sit our hips back to our heels for extended wide-legged child's pose. Try to let your hips press as far back to the heels as you can. Reach your fingertips forward. Take your forehead down to the earth. If the ground feels very far away, you can place a block under your forehead or a pillow, and then try to visualize your spine extending through the top of your head and pulling back and out through your tailbone. So with every breath in, our spine energizes and lengthens, and with every breath out, try to breathe a sense of peace and ease through your body. Take your palms together in prayer mudra. Bend your elbows. Let the palms rest on your upper back. Keep your elbows pressing forward so you feel your triceps awaken. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Press yourself up to all fours, tabletop pose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. We're going to take an upside down V shape with our body. You can pedal out your feet. So that means you're lifting one heel at a time and pressing the opposite heel down. Look back at your shins or look back at your thighs to keep your neck long. Your hips are lifting up and back, and your heels are trying to ground down. With your next breath, walk your feet to your hands. Step your feet hips distance at the top of your mat. Bend your knees, forward fold, rock and sway, ragdoll pose. You can grab opposite elbows with your hands. Let your body weight sink into your heels. Lift your hips up and back, and let your torso cascade forward onto your hips. Try to feel gravity pulling your head towards the yoga mat. And let your neck lengthen. Heels, we're going to release the bind of our hands. And when you're pressing through your heels, we're going to send the crown of our head forward so your spine is lengthening the whole way up. With the next breath in, inhale, reach your arms up, the palms come together. Exhale, bend your knees and forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground to your feet, reach up, high mountain. And exhale, take your hands to your heart. We'll finish our practice in mountain pose, Tadasana. Shine your palms forward. Your feet are hips distance apart. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Bring your consciousness inwards. With your exhalation, breathe out with a sigh. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Let the right ear drop to the right shoulder. Exhale your chin to center. Inhale your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a few neck rolls. Maybe your head loops around in a circle. You can roll your head in both directions. Satisfied here, ease your body into stillness. Squeeze the scapulas in and down your spine. Shine the palms forward. Fan your fingers apart. Try to create more space between your ears and your shoulders. Relax the muscles in your face. Soften the tiny muscles around your eyes. Smooth the skin across your forehead. With your mouth closed, your teeth are gently parted. Notice your breath. Breathe in to nourish your body, to energize your soul. Exhale, let go of anything that's old or stagnant. Release anything that's holding you back and preventing you from moving forward. Press your feet firmly into the earth. Energize the arches of your feet. And take a breath in. Breathe in energy from the earth, drawing it up through the ground and through the arches of your feet. Feel it flowing up into your body. Maybe you feel the muscles becoming warm or energized as the prana moves through you. With your feet firmly magnetized to the earth, float the top of your head up to touch the ceiling. And stand tall, mountain pose Tadasana. Take a scan of your body from the top of your head to the feet. Let your heart radiate out. And we'll finish our practice by taking our palms to prayer mudra. Press through your feet, lift your hands, or lift your heart into your hands. Focus on the connection between your heart and your thumbs. Think about the time that you've made for yourself now, and flood your heart with light and with love. And take your knuckles to your third eye. Press your knuckles in to create a seal of energy, sealing in the time that you've made for yourself, sealing in the energy from your practice. With your palms pressing together, take another breath here. Reach your arms up and exhale. We'll finish by letting the hands come to rest alongside of our body. Thank you so much. Namaste.